שלום לקהל הסגול ולקהל הרחב בכלל, ברוכים הבאים לפרק החמישי של טיים-אאוט חולוניה, הפודקאסט הרשמי של המועדון. והיום נמצא איתנו אורח מאוד מיוחד, מאמן הקבוצה, פז'ה קרוניץ. אני עכשיו אעבור לאנגלית ואתם תקבלו תרגום איכותי במהלך הפודקאסט. Hello coach, very nice to have you here.
Nice to meet you.
We are very happy to have you on our show, and I would like to start with the beginning for you. When you came to Apollo Holon, everybody said we have a new Bosnian coach. And then I looked up in your biography and I saw that you were born in Srpska, which is the Serbian part of Bosnia. So without getting into politics and stuff, can you explain your identity and what you identify with?
I'm born in Yugoslavia.
Yes, Yugoslavia.
That was long years ago. And it was Yugoslavia, and after that, just now that my hometown, it's and Republika Srpska part of the
Puzja, I think.
Puzja, yes,
Puzja.
yes,
Okay.
that's the name from hometown, and it's a part of Republika Srpska in Bosnia and Herzegovina and ex-Yugoslavia, and that's my and I'm Serbian,
Okay.
who coming from that part of ex-Yugoslavia.
Great. You talked about the great Yugoslavia before even the war and before the split, and we grew up in basketball in Israel, and my father, as I told you, he used to play in the Israeli national team, and he used to tell me about the games against Plaviv, against the great Yugoslavia team. At that time, he guarded Radovoj Kovac in the games, and he played against Deliparic and Kicanovic and Slavnic and Čosić, and for us, it was like the best team in the world. For you, growing up there, how was basketball at this time of the great Yugoslavia?
Basketball was culture, I would say, like that.
Almost almost like a religion, right?
Yeah, because that's a lot of good players, a lot of good results, a lot of good basketball, and to watch the games or to be part of the clubs, to practicing, to working was something special, and make all of us really happy to be part of this big basketball tradition. And that's something that we grew up with, that watching the good players, good basketball, good competition, always fighting, teams fighting for the trophy, for medals, and that was really, really interesting, good for all of us.
Great. And this is, you started playing when you were young, and then you went to coaching. How did it start for you?
Like everybody, like all young guys from that country, we want to be the players because we have our idols, and just I was start to practicing, start to play, and I was part of the competition, not on that high level, but I was a same player who play in that country in the third division, second division. That's I was player until 25.
Okay. So
but in the same time I started to study sport, and in one moment I see that it's time to make decision. You want to keep playing or you want to do something different.
Yes.
And in one moment I make my decision, of course, and together with that time that I studied sport and basketball, and I start to do coaching job really early.
That's great, yeah. And in your early 30s, you moved to Germany to start your official coaching career, I think.
Yeah, I started before, in Belgrade. In that time, I was in Belgrade. I finished my study in Belgrade and start to work in Belgrade in some clubs in Belgrade. And in 98, I get a call, and I moved to Germany. That was in a professional league over there, and started practically a really professional career in that moment in Bonn.
In Bonn, and then I saw that really you coached many years in Bonn and many years in Oldenburg. You have the tendency to stay in a club for a few years, and we would like to mention now that you also signed for Hapoel Holon for the next 2 years, and we are very happy about it. So do you see this as part of your approach to coaching, to stay and build something? So just coaches would just come every year, they go to another team and just try to get the results?
A coach's job is not easy, you know. No. It's always, you know, for coaches it's important to stay longer because they have a little bit more time to build something, to work on the playing style, how you want to play and what you want to do and everything. But it's a little bit changing these days. But for example, for me, I was in Bonn like twice. And it was altogether 10 years. In Oldenburg, same was same twice. You know, it's same like 6 years, and to have a kind of continuity and a chance to work a little bit longer. It's always good for coaches. But you know how it's today. It's not easy because you know everybody looking for the results. You know. And it's not always easy to stay longer, but I think it's always better if it's that possible.
But coming back, when you come back to a club where you stayed or where you played, worked already, it shows that there is some trust and there is some confidence. In Oldenburg, I think you won championship in 2009?
Yes, but that's the same. Both they are good organization, good people over there, and it was good to work with them. You know, of course, in Oldenburg was the most successful because we won championship over there. But it's always, I think, it's good to have a good communication with people that you work with, because it's everything in basketball is teamwork. Without teamwork, it's difficult to make good results.
And okay, so let's talk about Holonיה. When you, how did this connection start? When did you first meet Holon?
First, I was one time here to play against Holon team that was in basketball Champions League. I think you know we played games here. And I was in Holon, but practically I was a couple of times in Israel to different teams and to play Euro Cup or Champions League or FIBA Cup competitions. And my first connection was with Holonיה a couple of years ago when the team looking for the coach, and I was same kind of interesting for this job, and we started first communication. But that moment already I was on my way to sign contract in Japan, and and didn't work in that moment, but this year was we have again communication, and this time was good.
This is great. When you came in, the security situation here was not that great. You basically came in and immediately started the war, and you made the decision to stay. You didn't go out of the country with the American players. Can you share your thoughts at that moment about this?
But it was, I signed the contract and I came here, and because of this kind of situation, I knew before and was ready if something, because some surprise can be, just I didn't think too much about that, and my focus was on the basketball, on the try to do the best, and after two or three weeks, we have a war started, and I just make decision that I will stay. First, because I just came to work here, and the people that from people from management give me opportunity to work here, and I think was after 3 weeks just to go back and to leave.
I think you may attribute this to your Yugoslavian background. You think it's so tough?
But we have the same lot of kind of. Lot of things that was not easy time in our country too, and I make decision to stay and to keep working with the guys, with the players, and in the team. And same is kind of respect for the situation that I start to work here, that I get a job. Same I think to leave after 1-2 days was not me.
And then the league is restarting, and the team is breaking apart. Some players don't come back. Some players are injured. There's a lot of uncertainty. You get to a game when you have only 6 players, I think. How do you approach this situation where you need to rebuild the team in the middle of the season? How do you do that?
Well, in that tough time when we work in the gym, and the players, they were really motivated. We spend a lot of energy, and we believe that we will restart the league, that we can be better, that we will have a team again, and that's something that motivates me really a lot. And from day to day, I saw the guys that they put a lot of energy, and I said, let's go to build the team again. And it was not easy. All people from the club, they try to do the best. They believe everybody that we will restart the league, that we will work, that we have to keep working.
Pre-season in the middle of the season.
It was, still I talk now, with the guys. I said we play pre-season game as Ranana. It was like 2 months ago, but looking like that. But we spent a lot of energy. We still was in competition.
Yep.
In Europe competition. We go to play games. It was not easy. A lot of energy and everything. But I think on the end now we see result of that hard work from everybody, because now we have a team, we're playing, we have a fans in the gym, and we try to all together do our best in the league.
Great. And I was really going to talk to you about the fans now. The team won championship in 22, and it was a team that was very close to the fans. The fans were very identified with it. But since then, it felt that those teams, the teams since then were not the typical Kholonia teams. And I think the change that you brought, more than everything, regardless even of winning and losing, it's about the nature and the character of the team. And for this, the fans love you and they love the current team. This is why they even took some losses that were a little surprise. They said, as long as the team is fighting and is jumping on loose balls and is running and is pressing on defense, we'll take it, because this is the team that we want. So is this the philosophy that you have in this team or in any team? How do you approach this type of game?
Basketball is an emotional game, and you have to play with emotion. You try to do your best and give your best, and you start first with the practicing. We try to work really hard. We try to build the right mentality to coming in the games. And I'm coach Sam that likes to see that my team play team basketball, that they are fighting, that they play with emotion, that we play fast, that we play with a lot of intensity. And that's, I think, that people like that. It's not always easy to reach that, but so far we are on good way. And I try to explain the guys, and we try to work that, and they are follow, and we saw same positive reaction from our fans, because for us was really big thing now that we have fans again in the gym, because to play in empty gym and to fans without emotion, it's difficult. And we are lucky that we have good fans, that they show emotion same, and that team become closer with the fans, what is really important. And I think it's good especially for the players, that they can enjoy the basketball, and to play with more emotion, because we just don't want to play and to do our job without fans or without emotion, without intensity. That's something which we will try to work on that, and this kind of mentality to put in our game, and to work really hard in that direction to the end of the season.
I talked to your captain, to Artzi, and he told me, this coach takes me back to where I was playing in juniors. it's the same kind of intensity, and everybody wants to be there. This child that really loved basketball for the first time, if you are able to bring this emotion back, it just energy is crazy, and you play for a coach and you play for the fans, and this is how we would like. I'm talking as a fan of the Xolonia now. This is how we would like to see the team. And again, we will take some losses if this is how the team ran. It's not only about talent; it's about how you approach the game, and we really appreciate it. And so, when you come to a team, do you bring a philosophy? I'm talking now about more strategy. Do you have a philosophy that you put on the team, or do you see the players? Do you understand what they can give you, and then you build something around it?
It's always, because I came in the team, you have to see the players that you have, how how we can try to play, because you can have a strategy, but if you have no players for that, it's a difficult, and I try to see first my first. I didn't have even practice. I have to lead the team against in Champions League, and I have to, for me, same to little bit to see the players, how they work together, how they look, what they can, which potential they have, and after that, just to make decision how we want to play, and after that I make decision how we want to play and what we want to do, and it's always important how the players react on that. They like that, or how they find own self in this kind of game or this kind of philosophy, and reaction for the players was positive. For me, was signal that we have to keep working with that we try to do the best on the practice, and after that to try to play that way. And it's not about winning or losing. Our job is to win the games, but for me it's really important that we coming with right mentality in every game, and to try to do our best. If we are doing that, we are fine with that.
I think I see it many times when we are down in the game, and I see in your eyes that it's just part of the game, guys. Let's go. There's nothing to bring us down. Let's go up and let's be. And in many times we came back from trailing and we won the games because there was some toughness in the spirit, and I think this is great. Technically speaking, Holon usually doesn't have a big man, and suddenly now we have a big man. Does it change the way that you, at least the offense, that you set the offense differently, using a big man? Many players don't know how to use a big man because they usually don't play with a big man like Sonogo. How does it change the approach to the drills on offense?
I think, it's really important to have a big man. Every player is important in the team and the positions, but if you have a good big man, it's kind of opens some more possibility for you offensively and defensively. And Adame is a young player. He has still potential to improve his game, but he helped us, and the good guy who working really well on the practice, and after that, he shown the games that he can play good and the team can play good, and to use him the right way.
This is really good to see when we start to work with him, and he's changing the ability, like you said, to get open shots, to open the game. It's really different. I love to see this. I think this is how basketball should be.
Yeah, and one more thing about that, it's same. It's he's hungry too, and the players in the team, some of them a lot of them, some of them they are hungry. They want to show what they can. Even Adame have a not easy start in Europe when he came from Italy, and he has a totally different role, and I think he enjoying that and try to do the best.
All right. This season, again, we started a little bit bad, and now we are looking good. What can you set the target for this season? What do we want to achieve?
We are focused. I think philosophy was that we go game by game to come in situation and come ready for playoff. Right now we're fighting to be on now we have one more game, and we're fighting to what best we can. And right now we can be on fifth place, and just we have one more game. And we try to prepare ourselves. We want to the first goal in front of us to reach, and after that the playoff is special. Like new competition, and we try to just coming ready for that, and try to do our best. Special because this year it will be really intensive because it will be every second game is game, and just we have to be ready, focus mentally, physically, because not too much days between to make something better. You have to coming ready. You have one day for next game, and that's. We use now. We have a little time to use now the time to prepare us for next game, and same practically it's a preparation for playoff too. Anyway, who will be our opponent? Because I always try to explain the players that we always start from ourselves. If we are ready, it's the most important thing. It's important, but not so important for who is from other side. We have to be ready for the game.
And your practices are long and they are tough, like you said. You work them hard, but it seems the players enjoy this because people love to be trained with someone who understands them and understands the game.
Well, we try to try to prepare ourselves for the game. Of course, that we have to work hard. And like I said, in that time when we didn't still restart the league, the guys, the show and the practice really well. And now saying when we are complete, because I always said we have a new team because the players coming, and we try to work hard to work with intensity, because that way how we want to play, that we have right intensity, that we coming ready for the games.
Okay, that was the basketball part. Let's talk a little bit personal. Do you have someone that lives with you here in Israel?
Yes, I'm here. I came myself, I have my partner. She's with me, and that's.
How does she like it in Israel?
Yeah, she's happy. Everything's fine.
She's okay?
Yes.
And there's some stuff that, first of all, we are both Generation X. We are from the 60s. And you keep energy and you keep in shape. How do you keep in shape and you keep your energy all the time?
Well, first, I have to work with young guys. And it's not you have to be ready to work with young guys. If you want to play with energy, you have to show energy on the court too. And that's something that helped me to stay in shape too, because practice is intensive, and the same. I tried that we have a right energy on the practice too. That's mean all of us. We have to be ready for the practicing, working, put energy, and just after that to be ready for the games. Of course, I have after the practicing, I have my time, and I like to go to jogging or to walk or to swimming, and these things to make me same kind of something that is for me same important to kind of relaxing or preparing for a new practicing, to prepare for homework, to watching our opponents, to be ready for the games and for the practice.
And you have other hobbies? You mentioned maybe you go to swim, but other than sports, do you have any other hobbies that you have time to do?
Summertime, when it's season, I basically I'm really focused on my team and the players, on the club too. I don't think it's you can come in the season to work here in the gym 2-3 hours and after that go home. It doesn't work like that. We are thinking home about the practicing, working home, and it's almost all day. You are in the season focus on that. When it's off season, some things I can do.
Okay. Any So the cuisine in Israel is known for its quality. Do you have any favorite foods that you found special in Israel?
Restaurant that you like, or
it's in here in Holon, in Bat Yam, or in Tel Aviv. I was, to see a little bit. I want to see. It's kind of for me. It's always important to see the culture, to see some things, different things, and just to see the people, how people they living, and same to see the culture. I was different. Of course, I was different restaurants. Yesterday or 2 days ago was a day off. We have not so many day offs, and 2 days ago I have day off, and I used that. I was on that sea, to see over there. It was I took
Nice.
all day. To go a little bit to see everything, to use one day to see different things.
Very nice. Anything in movies or theater that you make here? I don't think you will be able to see a theater here because it's in Hebrew. But so leisure, it's probably at home and you can watch movies if you need to, but we don't have time.
No, I'm not somebody who is like to watch too much movies. Okay. So it's more kind of to walk, to see different things, to go in different parts of the city, so to see the things that can be interesting, and that's way how I use the time. Of course, it's a lot of basketball on TV too. That's something what is really good, and I like here in Israel, because it's kind of you see basketball culture, you see that people they enjoy the basketball, that they are really emotional about that, and you see a lot of on TV basketball, and that's something what is for me same that I like to see, to watch, even in our league or even Europe competition, a lot of EuroLeague.
You watch NBA sometimes?
Yeah, a little bit NBA too, but it's more EuroLeague games and Euro competition than NBA. That's kind of what we working here, and it's more focused on Euro basketball.
Okay, for the end, can you share something that nobody knows about you that you would like to share with us? Something it's a bit private, maybe?
I have three daughters, and one daughter, even I signed the contract. I go to Sofia, we play first game. She called me and said, I want to come to see Israel. Can I come? I said, I'm still not in Israel. Can you wait a little bit? And she came here, after I'm here, was like 4 or 5 days. She came here. She spent the 7 days here with me. Nice. And 2-3 days before the war started, she left.
Smart.
And she said to me, I saw what I want to see, yes. And it was interesting.
Well, I have 3 daughters too, so we are very much the same. Thank you very much for your time, and thank you very much for your work that you're doing for this team. We are all appreciative of this, and good luck for the end of the season and next 2 seasons. We'll be happy to see you here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
For your time.
לקהל שלנו, תודה רבה שהייתם איתנו, ונתראה בפרק הבא של טיים-אאוט.